Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today is my second lecture about the fundamentals of chemistry. What is a chemical formula? A chemical formula tells about the types of elements and the ratio of their atoms. Types of elements mean how many different kind of elements are present in a compound. In the same way, what will be their ratio in that substance. Chemical formula are of the two types. One is the molecular formula. Molecular formula gives us the actual whole number ratio of atoms of each element present in a compound. Actual whole number ratio means कि how many total number of atoms are present there. Just like you can see the example of hydrogen peroxide. Molecular formula of hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. What this formula shows? This shows that hydrogen and oxygen, two elements are present here. One is the hydrogen and second is the oxygen, and these two elements are present in the ratio of 2:2. So the molecular formula for hydrogen peroxide will be H2O2, 2 atoms of the hydrogen and 2 atoms of the oxygen. In the same way, the glucose has the molecular formula C6H12O6. This shows that 3 different types of elements are there. One is the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, and the ratio is 6 atoms of the carbon, 12 atoms of the hydrogen and 6 atoms of oxygen. They are in the ratio of 6:12:6. In the same way, benzene has the chemical formula C6H6. This shows that 2 different atoms are there. One is the carbon and second is the hydrogen, and the ratio of their atoms is 6:6. Empirical formula is a type of the chemical formula that will give us the simplest whole number ratio of the atoms. In the molecular formula, in the previous slide you have learned that it will show the actual whole number ratio of atoms, but in case of the empirical formula we get it by simplifying it. We get the simplest whole number ratio of atoms in the compound. Just like hydrogen peroxide have the molecular formula H2O2. In that you have seen that hydrogen and oxygen are in the ratio of 2:2. When we will simplify it, 2:2, when we will simplify it, we will get 1:1. So the empirical formula of hydrogen peroxide will be HO. 1 atom of the hydrogen and 1 atom of the oxygen. After simplification we will get this empirical formula. So hydrogen and oxygen in the empirical formula will be 1:1. In the same way, glucose has the molecular formula C6H12O6. In this, the ratio of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen is in 6:12:6. So we will simplify it to get the empirical formula, and after simplification we will get the ratio of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen in 1:2:1. 1 atom of the carbon, 2 atoms of the hydrogen and 1 atom of the oxygen. So empirical formula of the glucose will be CH2O. Now you are well familiar about the molecular formula and empirical formula. In which molecular formula you get the whole number ratio, and in case of the empirical formula you get the simplest ratio. But there are number of the compounds are present which have the same empirical and molecular formula. Why these have the same empirical and molecular formula? First you can see the example of the carbon dioxide. In the carbon dioxide, carbon and oxygen are in the ratio of 1:2. In case of the methane, ratio of carbon to the hydrogen is 1:4. Third example, you can see that it is sulfuric acid, in which hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen are present in the ratio of 2:1:4. All these three compounds, you can see they have the same molecular and empirical formula. Now why they have this same? Because their atoms are already in the simplest whole number ratio. In case of carbon dioxide, ratio is 1:2. You cannot simplify it anymore. In case of the methane, the ratio is 1:4. Further, you cannot simplify it. In case of sulfuric acid, hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen are in the ratio of 2:1:4. It is already in simple form. You cannot further simplify it. So, all these have the molecular and empirical formula same because their elements are already in the simplest whole number ratio. How can we calculate the molecular mass of a molecule or molecular mass of a compound? Molecular mass is actually the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms present in the molecule. What we have to do to calculate the molecular mass? We just simply add up all the atomic masses of all the atoms in a compound. Just like in glucose, you can see the molecular formula is C6H12O6. Here 6, 12 and 6 I have written in blue color. You can see clearly. These are the number of atoms present in this. 6 atoms of the carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen and 6 atoms of the oxygen. So what we have to do to calculate the molecular mass? We will add up the atomic mass of all the atoms present in this molecule. So for calculation, you can see that I have written here the 6 atomic masses of the carbon plus 12 atomic mass of the hydrogen plus 6 atomic mass of the oxygen. These 6, 12 and 6, these are the number of atoms. 6 atoms of the carbon, we will multiply this number of atoms to the atomic mass of the carbon. In the same way, 12 number of atoms of hydrogen, it will be multiplied with the atomic mass of the hydrogen. And then 6 oxygen atoms, this number of atoms will be multiplied to the atomic mass of the oxygen. And finally, we will add up all these and get the molecular mass of the compound. What is formula mass? Formula mass is the term we use for the ionic compounds. You know that ionic compounds, they do not exist in the form of the molecules. Actually, ionic compounds are formed by the combination of the positive and negative ions. Cations and anions, they combined in a particular ratio and then an ionic compound is formed. And these ionic compounds consist of the arrays of the opposite charged ions. They do not exist in the form of a single molecule. Actually, they have a particular geometric shape which can grow in three-dimensional structure. So they consist of the arrays. That's why we use the term formula mass for the ionic compounds and molecular mass only for the molecular compounds. In case of the formula mass, we again just sum up the atomic masses of all the atoms in the formula unit of a compound. Just like the example is given here, formula mass of the potassium chlorate is KClO3. 1 atom of the potassium, 1 atom of the chlorine and 3 atoms of oxygen, they combine together to form the potassium chlorate. So the potassium chlorate, when we will calculate its formula mass, we will add up the atomic mass of the potassium, atomic mass of the chlorine and atomic mass of 3 oxygen atom, and it will have the formula mass 122.5 atomic mass unit. We use, again I am repeating, we use the term formula mass because they are the ionic compounds. Ionic compounds do not exist as the separate molecule. It is the combination of the positive and negative charges. That is why, and it can grow in the form of the arrays. It exists in the form of the aggregates. That's why we use the term formula mass. Thank you for listening me for with patience.